Hi guys! So we're back at this painting here, and this is where I promised that we would put in the trees right there. And so we're going to do my wacky style of trees. Now this part is always scary because you've done all this work here and now we're going to put something on top of it. But it's just part of the process and you just got to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to move the camera so you can see up close better and see what I'm doing. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but you can watch anyway. Alright, so now we've got a good camera angle, but I've got to work in here, so it's a little tricky. I like to keep the camera up close so you can see what I'm up to. So first off, I'm putting a little water off my brush right there, and then I've got just plain white and plain black here, and I want to soften it up a little bit with some water to start with. Now to decide where we're going to set these trees for this painting, I'm not sure how much trunk I'm going to be putting in here. I really would like it to come out of the water, and I'm putting in my love trees, so they'll be hugging each other. So I have to be cautious about where I start because they need to wrap around each other. So I start with one little line and I start to bring a curve and kind of decide how high or how tall that tree is going to be. Now I always add on as time goes, so I do try to keep it pretty thin. Molly has something she has to say because I'll be adding on to these. But here we go, we're winding with this tree here. So we've got two just funky looking sticks here. And the trick now is to give them those shapes. Now this takes a pretty long time, so we'll be doing a few videos of this. So, and I'm just using a little bit of water, a little black and a little white. I guess you get to listen to the harmony of the dogs in the neighborhood who like to talk. And Molly joins in. So my trees, you know, the joyful painter Bob Ross, he used to do happy trees. Mine are happy, but they really are survivor trees. To me, they're a metaphor for life. They can grow out of anything. They can endure just about anything. Fire, floods, wind, ice, even lightning. Trees can survive it. I highlight with white here because I want to make it have, it's not just a flat piece that's going on here. And I'm just working at the base here for a while till I get comfortable with the height of what these trees are going to do. And I need to bring this down a little bit so I can reach it better. Oop, too far. And right now they just look like they're floating, but I do want them to kind of come out of the water that way in this painting. My survivor trees, I do a lot of fiddling with. I think I forgot to mention I use an angled brush. Go kind of see about that light, about that width. It just depends on the tree that I'm going to be doing, or trees. I like to have trees hugging each other, like the romance of it, the metaphor of it. And you see these kind of trees all over the place. You see them on the ocean side. You see them in the high mountains, in the plains. You see them in the deserts. That they've endured great hardships. So it's kind of hard for me to describe what I'm doing right now, but basically I'm giving it a swirly effect. I'm just grabbing black and then I'm grabbing white, trying to give it definition, shape, and also remembering that this is a nighttime painting, so how the light would be caught different places. And I just start with these strands so that I have their trunks well wrapped around each other, and then I'll start with the branches. And I still haven't decided what I'm going to do about if there will be leaves or just branches on this particular painting. Haven't decided. But that's the fun thing about painting. You can make those decisions later. Now right here, where these trunks meet, you're going to want to have some shading underneath on the one that's underneath the other. And so then you're going to brighten the edge of this one, and that'll help it stand out. And then that shadow fades into the tree as we go upwards like that. And I'll do the same on the other side. It's a little hard to reach at the moment, so just going to work on that. I want it to feel natural, but it is a painting from the imagination, so take license, artistic license. Oh, really, Molly? She likes to come and tell me. Today, the weather's pretty nice. We've got some warming up trends, at least for today. And so I'm able to have the back door open so she runs in and out and tells me what's going on while I'm painting. She likes to keep up on the neighborhood gossip. And down here at the base, you've got lots of little nooks and crannies in a tree. So I try to highlight that as much as possible. Bring in that shade. And then if you lose the definition of the tree behind it, then you can just lighten the edge. That way you can see where it meets the other tree. Then later what I'll do is once I get what I think I want this tree to look like, I will come in and bring the water around it. And it all just depends on how that works as to how much water is going to be around it, or if I end up doing a major trunk. That changes as I work, which is fine. So now this tree is going to go under the other tree, so we'll darken it right there. And we'll highlight just a little bit. So we're just about at the 10-minute mark, so we're going to stop there. So there you go. So that's as far as we got on this one. But you can start to see some definition by just putting the light on top of the black and mixing the black in, and that's what we're going to keep on doing. And then we'll be adding branches, and then we'll make our decision where we go to next. But have a great day, guys. Bye.